Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Map Deployment. In this series we are teaching you where to deploy, where the enemy will attack, and what best strategies you should employ in a quick 10 to 20 minute video. So we're going to be exploring both sides, the blue and red. I've made a deck that is strictly for deployment. It's a basic of what you should have for deployment. So you've got really fast troops, and this really the MG42, IG18, Flammenwerfer, and their equivalent for every other deck is absolutely what you want for deployment. You don't want to be opening up with slow stuff. So here we are on Haroshaje, and on the blue side, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna start from the right side. Over here, you don't want a lot of stuff. You only really need an MG42, and you could put a heavy, medium anti-tank, but let's just go with a light. So you want to put a machine gun around here. You want to put a light AT around here. You could also put it around here. Sometimes the enemy can come out here. But this is really basic. Chances of the red player attacking you here are very slim. It can happen. Of course, anything can happen when we're playing against human. But they are very, very slim. What's most likely to happen is you will attack here. Sorry about that. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take, unfortunately, usually soft troops will come with faster vehicles like the Horch 108. In this deck, I couldn't because of deck limitation, but you want to take some strong, quick CQC unit, and you want to vet them up. So in our case, we're gonna put all of these guys. So 1, 2, 3 Stas Troop, 2 Storm Pioneers, 1 Leader. And we're gonna put unloaded position, and we're gonna select here. And that's pretty much it. If you have recon vehicle, light recon, bring them around here as well. Enter that forest around here and hang out around here, or you might want to cross around here and hang out there. It could be dangerous to cross around here, but try to hang out around here and kind of be annoying to the enemy trying to resupply their base here. But this is definitely an easy flag for blue player to take. Now sometimes the red player will come down with their own light recon around here, just so they can shoot you down and maybe try to scout out what you have, which is why you want the AT gun around here. If you have cheap AA, you might want to put one around here as well, or maybe around here, but here should probably be best. You protect that guy, you protect these guys a little bit. So we're going to do just that. And in fact, this position for me is so important to keep, I'm going to put both AA. So I'm going to have one here as well. I really don't want fighter bombers to come in and kill my CQC. Then you'd probably want a machine gun on that road. As we move to the left side, just a machine gun around here should be good. Now, this isn't because the enemy will attack here, but it keeps an eye on the enemy. It keeps an eye here for tanks. It keeps an eye for, whatever AA guns or AT guns might be here, anything really. And it stops the enemy if ever they do come around here. But often the front line will collapse here and you'll lose this flag for nothing. Just because there's an enemy around here, you might lose this flag if you've got no one around here. So machine gun here, and we could even put enough clogger as well for better optic in that windmill right here. So that windmill will give you, a whole area that you can look. So that's it for this side. Yeah, the enemy will probably not attack here. Enemy will probably attack here. He might attack here as well. Most likely won't attack here, but he might. But here and here are your big targets. What I like to do is I often take care of my flanks before going in the middle. So here on the left flank, I'd say there's a 40% chance the enemy attack here. It happens often. So we're gonna put a machine gun in that church tower right here. We're gonna put an no, we're gonna put some flamers. 2 of them should be just good enough. And we're gonna put them in that forest. We're gonna take a Stas troop, a Stone Pioneer. Just 2 of them, because we already got some flamers. And you never know, you know, the enemy might not attack there either. We're gonna take 2 light AT guns. And we're gonna put one that comes directly onto this road. And the other one, what I like to do is I like to put one around here somewhere. This should be good, because sometimes the enemy will be sneaky and will come through here with light recon. And then at least you got something to kill it. I really love... Well, we'll talk about that later as a real player. And then you might want to put a leader and some grenadier, maybe 3. I'm going to put... I'm going to put 1 in this house, 1 in this house, and I'm going to put another one in this house. Why not? So you're really well defended here. The thing is, it's really hard for you to take back this area if the enemy captures it, because there's forest everywhere. There's not a lot of long-range stuff. The enemy has a direct road that is hidden from you. So you really want to protect this side a lot. And yeah. All right. You might even want to put a scout. Well, what I call scouts is the cavalry. You might want to put this, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe here. And if the enemy comes out strong around here and overwhelms your light AT, then you got something you can come and hide in this house. Now, if you hide your tanks in backyards, they'll get a defensive bonus and they'll get a stealth bonus as well. So you might want to put them here, and then if the enemy comes here to engage your infantry, bam, side shot. But you got to be careful. Maybe they will have infantry coming down here as well. So you might want to take... maybe we'll take the cheaper one. Maybe another Panzer Grenadier. And put it here. Should be good. So that's it for that side. Town is really dangerous. I usually don't put a lot because the enemy will be wary of pushing there. He will assume that you have a lot of stuff down here. And he does right to assume so, because that's what most people would probably do. I don't. I take care of my flanks, and then I'll go into town. Town is easy to get back, because there's a lot of open ground right here, especially for division like 20th Panzer. You know, if you're in trouble, you put a Pack 40 around here. You know, you can put a Pack 40 around here. You can put Grille as well for HE. There's a lot of stuff. You can take the town, you know, completely surrounded and then push your infantry. And I mean, it's not easy, but it's doable better than coming around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my favorite trick is I'm just going to put some flamers here, just to show to the enemy that, you know, we do have something around. And you know, to advance with caution. So I'm going to put next I'm going to put some Panzer Grenadier, and we'll use the one with the 80 options, and I'll have one around here, and sometime I'll put machine guns around here. Put a machine gun there, put a machine gun there with some infantry and a tank. It's a good defense system, but yeah. And we'll put I want to put one here. Try to keep your units together so they fight together rather than fighting alone. Now for the flamers, we don't have much choice, but yeah, that would be your deployment for this map. and you make sure your flanks are protected. And then the first tick of income, you reinforce down. Always reinforce down. Even if the enemy attacks here, you already have a lot of defenses around here. So you don't necessarily need to reinforce even if the enemy attack. So what you want to do is balance it out. Send 2 units here, 2 units here, you know? And even if you're not getting attacked. So by the time the enemy starts attacking here, you'll have some reserves, you'll have some defenses. You might want to put a pack 40, down right here with a recon unit. Um, and of course, don't deploy your pack 40s all at the same time, because remember, in this version, we only have our 2 AA pieces and they're on the right side. Now, this could be a mistake. Most pro players won't already come out with AA on the deployment. I do. But you don't have to. It's just I do. But if we were to remove the flak 20 mil, then that gives us a couple more units for deployment. So that's 3 more pencil grenadier, which is great. It's really good. And so you can put them around here, and then you can have the leader, maybe a leader around here. So that's a better defense. I'm just scared that my CQC, because as soon as you start invading this enemy's flag, he will most likely purchase some fighter bombers and try to dislodge you from there. So to me, that's a big risk. And then once the game is started, you don't necessarily want to spend money on anti-air, because you'll need your points for, what if you need reinforcement there? If you need reinforcement there, if you need reinforcement here, you don't want to be spending 80 points of your first 110 points, or however you got in the deployment, in the subsequent battles. So I prefer taking the risk and already having some AA down on the road. So yeah, that would be my blue side deployment. Now let's go to the red side. What you want to do as the red player, you want to defend here. Most likely, you're not going to get attacked here. It does happen, of course, like everything, but usually doesn't really happen. Put a machine gun right here. This will give you some eyes and some stopping power if there's a truck coming. And a CQC unit around here with maybe, an AT gun here. Or you could put one machine gun here, one machine gun here, AT gun here. That's possibilities as well. And maybe 2 AA pieces around here, because, the enemy will know that you don't have a lot here. So if his goal is to take that, as soon as he see those units firing, he's just calling some fighter bombers or some mortars, whatever. He'll kill them and then he'll move in. So at least with some AA, you defend your flank. This is hard to take back because of all the forests, the same road the enemy can take advantage of. So you want to take good care of this flank. Over here, you absolutely want as much CQC unit and defenses as you can, because the enemy will attack this forest. If he doesn't, well, I'm not going to say he's a fool, but it's crazy. So you want to take your unit down this road, put them on the move fast order, and then shift and queue the order to unload here. So you don't have to think about that during the deployment. But yeah, you want a lot of CQC units around here. You want a tank probably with a recon, a light vehicle recon. Most likely is you want one plus tank in the middle maybe. You got to be careful for bazookas, for anything really. You might want to take machine gun around here. You might want to put a machine gun around here. You might want to put, if you have a grille, you definitely want one, probably around here with a recon. AT tank maybe. You want something. What I like to do around here is I like to, instead of unloading all around here, I'll take medium to long range infantry with light fast vehicles with IG-18, and pack 40s. I'll unload the IG-18 here with the pack 40. I'll usually have an expensive piece of AA around here, or both the unit of AA that I have in this current deck. And I'll get my infantry down this road. Now I know the enemy will not have much around here. He'll have some basic defenses and probably his force that will come down this road and come around here. So I'll try to zoom as fast as I can. I'll probably put a machine gun around here as well. And I'll try to take this ground here because the enemy cannot shoot. He can't shoot you right here. And you can shoot him coming down. He'll have transport around here and you can shoot those transports from that distance. And so you can spot the enemy in the open. Probably get yourself a fast tank like a T-34 to come in on a move fast order around here as well. And you can cause chaos, and then the enemy will be scared. So he'll have to put some reinforcement around here. So that means if he attacks you here, he's gonna have to halt those attacks and concentrate resources on this area. Even if you don't intend to attack, just coming in here is danger enough for him to have to put some units around here. And now you gotta hope that he's not gonna balance out his reinforcement and that he'll put everything on here. But that depends on skills and level of stress, I guess. So yeah, this is the hot zone for you. Over here in the middle of the town is always a hot zone for both players. So this is really, you gotta be careful. You gotta do your best here. This flag will be hard to keep if the enemy pushes, which is why you probably want some flamers in these houses over here. You want to contest a little bit further than the flag. Put a pack 40 here. Put a medium 80 gun of some kind around here. Put a machine gun here. Maybe a second machine gun if you do. Or, just a Panzer Grenadier machine gun. And another Panzer Grenadier here. Just to be able to shoot everywhere. Protect that 80 gun. If you put an 80 gun here, might as well put a machine gun around here, or here looking down the road. And you might want to put some units as well taking these 3 houses. But go for this with CQC fast unit flamers, and then reinforce these houses with Panzer Grenadier. And this is good here because sometimes the enemy will have an 80 gun right here, and then you can just shoot it. Maybe have tank around here. The enemy will have some infantry around here, maybe, and you can shoot them. Or if the enemy pushes down the middle of the road here, you got a tank. You just back it up and you stay here, and you can help your flamers that will be here. Over here, maybe put a bazooka with a CQC unit or 2. And a medium range infantry here, or here, or here. You can put machine gun here. You can put machine gun here. This is good to have an eye here and shoot whatever. There's many possibilities, really, but you gotta defend. You really gotta put some units to capture this flag. So go here, go here. This is basic, and try to go here if you can. And here you can put a lot of stuff. Pack 40s. AA guns, you can put mortars, everywhere. Yeah. So this is it, guys. I hope this is gonna help you out. Let's take a look at how this deployment is going on against the AI. Oops. Yeah, against the AI, it's gonna be so easy. Already 1 tick of income. Let's get a reinforcement around here. Already 16.8, but that's because it's the AI. Apparently they didn't put anyone here. Alright, you gotta keep an eye on these guys. Separate them a little bit. There you go. Oof, already coming with the recon cars. This guy's most likely going to die to the Flammenwerfer. Alright. You want to distance them a little bit. Keep your stone behind. Get these guys to get the first contact. And then if they have trouble, then you bring these guys over. But we're going to definitely bring reinforcement around here. There you go. This guy did die, obviously. We're going to get some reinforcement right here. Here we're good. We're going to remove the HE from the pack because we don't want our AT guns to reveal themselves. Oh, shit. They started with a lot of artillery. That's okay. I mean, it kind of looks like an off map. Let's just keep our reinforcement around here. That's troublesome. Usually I would fall back my units, but since we're going to be in the open there, I don't want to. Let's do it. They don't have anything. This is the AI. Alright, so... oh boy, we're gonna hide that tank. And you see now he's got the defensive bonus. Stop here. Let's advance just a little bit. Well, whatever, you know. You can't see much because of the house. You gotta kind of finesse your way around. We're gonna get a tank as well. And we're just gonna get more reinforcement here. And once the off map is over, we might just zoom by here and separate their troops. Because now we know the enemy has off map. We don't want to stay in that sector. We probably want to separate a lot. Oh god, the AI is so dumb in this game. I don't know how people do to play single player. It's just... Alright. Well, there you go. Let's get these guys. It's unfortunate you don't have access to that main road. You gotta unload here. What a strange design choice. Whoops. Alright. Like, you've got a main road here. Why can you not access it? Your enemy can, but you can't. I think they might have just forgot about it. Okay, off map is over. Let's go here. Probably the enemy won't have any AT guns here. It's a dangerous maneuver. But it's one that we'll try against the AI. IG-18 down this road. Machine gun down this road. We want Auf Clara. Might as well. It's dangerous because we've got lots of support weapon without AA support. But you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Next tick of income, I'm gonna... Okay, that's a Sherman. When you see a tank, always go try to zoom on it to see what it is. Alright, Sherman, we're not gonna destroy that. Let's just retreat right away. Press that fallback button. Where is it? There you go. As soon as you can fall back, do so. Oh, return fire. We don't want this guy to shoot straight away. We want the Pack 40 to arrive first. What, is this guy really going down this road? Alright. Let's stop. Let's remove that APCR shell. Because we don't want the Pack 40 to use APCR shell on Sherman. There you go. He's falling back now. Thanks to the Grille. There you go, and he's dead. Let's keep walking on foot. We're gonna get a airplane. Protect these guys. He's called off map directly on us. There you go. Fuck, that pisses me off. Wow. Alright, we're gonna stop funneling units in here. Now we're gonna retreat now because he does have... Can you shoot? That's why I put you guys here. Now we're gonna move these guys forward. Yeah, we're gonna stop funneling here. He saw my move there. He called it in. Let's just keep falling back and wait. There you go. We're gonna call more reinforcement on the sides, because you never know. We're gonna call some reinforcement around here as well. You gotta be careful with the deployment, because if you go just there, the AI will select that path for you, and then you'll get killed. So you gotta be... Call it here, and then move manually. Let's go faster. Manual target. Select this here. You will... Oh, actually the AI is coming in. Let's retreat. Dumb AI. We'll put it back 40 here. We'll get more of these guys as well. There you go. Now manually we're gonna tell these guys to go forward. We'll keep that dude there. And yeah, actually I can't play the entire game because I've built this deck just for the deployment. I just noticed. But it's okay. I think you've seen it. You've seen what I want to talk about. Remove the APCR always. And like that, you should be good into your first A phase. And that is it, guys. I hope this helps a lot. Don't worry, we will do all the maps, and you can find these games in these videos in my playlist, in my tutorial playlist. Now, I have some very old tutorials in there. They are still valid. Most of them are still valid, so you might want to check them out. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.